We're live.
Yay!
Woo!
Yeah.
Well, not really woo. More like boo-hoo again.
We're woo with the three of us.
Yeah. I'm glad to see your beautiful face again.
You mean your wife's face, not mine.
Oh, yeah. What? Do you think I was talking about you?
No. Trust me.
Oh, okay.
No. Not this face. No. I've got a face for radio. All right. We have more unpleasantness to talk about this week. Big surprise.
Yes.
Team still has not won 2 games in a row. We're 9 games into the season. They've lost 3 of their last 4. The quarterback that we are hoping is our franchise isn't developing as quickly as many would like. I'm hearing rumblings about KOC maybe having his job on the line. I'm hearing rumblings that Jets doesn't want to be in Minnesota anymore. A lot of that stuff is rumor. I don't believe it till I hear it for real. But that's where we're at, 9 games into this season. One that some thought the Vikings would be top of the division, fighting for a top seed in the playoffs. Again, I did not. I said 9-8 when the season started.
You did. You were the most realistic out of all of us.
Yep.
I looked at the schedule, and people want quarterbacks to come out and be all pros right away, and it doesn't work that way in the NFL. Sometimes it does, but more often than not, these guys need more than a season to develop.
Yep. Well, and we're not. We're just throwing them straight into the fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's no plan B. The plan B that they had was not really good, and he's out the window because he's out for the season. So now your plan B is an undrafted rookie out of the University of Minnesota, and is that what you want to do? I don't know. I don't think so.
Nope. Well, and not just that, but it's still, something we've preached for a long time is that we got to develop a run game, and we haven't.
No, they abandoned it again on Sunday.
It's non-existent. I looked up the stats. We are runs per game. We are number 31 behind Jacksonville, or just in front of Jacksonville.
And there's no reason for it.
No.
They ran the ball 18 times for 120 yards on Sunday.
Yeah. Well, and it's, we have a rookie quarterback. Like, here, let's throw more onto your shoulders.
Makes sense.
Sure. And definitely go downfield on 3rd and 1 instead of just running and picking up the first down.
Not you.
Yeah.
And those are the things you really don't want to be doing with a young second-year quarterback, right?
Yeah.
I know you want to have confidence in him, but on 3rd and 1, to tell him, hey, we're going to take a shot deep on this play, he doesn't understand that. That doesn't mean you automatically have to throw the ball down the field.
Right.
If it's not there, you get rid of it, dump it off, take the incompletion and set up for 4th down. And I don't think he believed in that. I think his goal was it's 3rd and 1, and they're telling me to throw deep. I'm going deep, and I'm not going to worry about the circumstances or the consequences. And
so there was that one that was thrown up that was intercepted down to JJ, right? He was covered to Jefferson, and JJ just kind of scrambles around and then just lobs it up, right? Is before they cut to commercial, they showed a close-up of JJ, and he's walking off the field, and you can see him mouth happy, like he's talking to the coach. Like I bet, I'm thinking he was told, like, just throw it up to Jefferson, let him do something for you. And I wonder if it was like, I don't agree with the way the ball was thrown. I think if he drills it down a little harder, then it gives Jefferson a better chance to catch it instead of just being lobbed over his head and having that safety come over top. But I think there's some controversy and some conflict on the sideline that isn't as flamboyant and out there as we expect. controversy to be.
I just want to know what the heck is up with Justin.
I don't know.
He's not himself. He's not making plays like he normally does. And like on that one that it was a thrown interception that
The second one,
he like didn't even try
Nope.
to get the guy. Although in his defense, when they did replay it, he did touch him before he fell. So like technically he was down and Justin would have known that, but still.
I'm worried about him being frustrated because he's not been the top target.
But like even when
he is still the top target. He still gets the most targets.
He's just not getting the yards. He's not getting the yardage.
Right.
He's not catching anything.
Oh, he's also being overthrown, underthrown, thrown too far in front, thrown.
Not that much though with JJ. Like there were a few balls that were like question. I mean, Carson Wentz 100%, but like with JJ, they weren't like super overthrown or things he hasn't caught in the past.
This last game was.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They're not. These guys aren't on the same page. Bottom line, they're not on the same page.
Yeah.
And I think
he's dropped more catches for JJ that were catchable catches that he has caught in the past than I feel like he dropped all last year.
Like I said, there are rumblings that he's not happy. Oh, hey, Jose. He's new.
Jose. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look like a cohesive unit.
No. And if your top receiver is not getting along with his quarterback or his coaches, and again, I don't know any of this for fact, but if that's the case, if we're running into a Stephon Diggs situation, and I'm just speculating like everybody else, but if that is the case, let him go. And people don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that. But if he doesn't want to be there, and if it's affecting his gameplay, let him go somewhere. Try and get something for him. Now, I hope I'm wrong. I hope he really does still love being a Viking and he wants to be there for a long time. But I'm also not going to hold it against him if he's like, I can't this is not a situation I want to be part of. I need to go somewhere else. Let him go, and no ill will. We'll figure it out from there.
Absolutely not, John.
Well, I know everybody wants him to stay, right? Because he's a phenomenal wide receiver. But you have to look at if he's not.
Your point. I disagree with it.
His mentals aren't there. He's not going to with that.
So I see your point. Where I'm at, and I was like, I can see the side of he is the top receiver in the league, and he has been presented with average quarterbacks and now a rookie quarterback that can't get it together. This is a guy that is expecting the ball to be there, and when the timing's like a rookie quarterback, timing's off. Like Carson Wentz just couldn't find his.
Carson Wentz was just god awful.
Like he could hit Addison, and that was about it.
Yeah. What's up with the Addison connection this year? Like he's been fire, and Justin has not.
I don't know if he's been fire. I think he's been hot and cold.
Yeah, hot and cold.
I think he's been hot and cold. Honestly, I think his best.
We also only have 3 games to go off of with him, so.
Yeah.
I think Jalen Naylor is his most consistent guy in terms of connecting.
That was 6. Yeah, Naylor. Yeah, Naylor has been the better target for both Wentz and JJ.
He seems to be the guy for at least
this year.
Did anyone watch, like, part of me wonders, did anyone watch like the last few games and the amount of contact JJ was facing, Jets was facing with cornerbacks? Because I feel like there were a lot of no calls And part of me wonders if that's his frustration, that like he keeps getting targeted by the coaches, but he keeps getting blanketed and none of it is called. And so he's just frustrated because there's a no-win situation going on with him. And it's not so much that JJ can't get it to him, because he has shown to get it to him, but like there were so many non-calls that like we were legitimately getting mad. And I wonder if there's like contact or something that's throwing him off,
that's not getting
called or not featured. Because I think that I just had this epiphany. I feel like that should be something that someone should go back and watch, or we go back and look at for the next podcast, because I distinctly remember, at least in the Chargers game and this last game, that I'm like, why wasn't that a PI? And so I wonder,
or defensive holding, or
yeah,
like there was like one scramble where Hawkinson was trying to get back out, and the linebackers legitimately holding him outside of his pads and stopping him from going out, and he's 10 yards down the field.
And so like I wonder if part of it is the frustration of not getting those calls, but getting the BS, like the BS, what are the calls that they get a million of? The offensive calls.
False
starts. Like where Justin Jefferson literally looked like he took a breath and was like those were one. So like
right. We had 8 of them.
Part of me wonders if like that is compounding of, you know, they're not getting calls of blatant calls, but then they're getting all of these like ticky-tacky ones. And it's like, what is going on? And not so much that he's frustrated with with JJ McCarthy, but more so that he's frustrated in the fact that like what it's making his job impossible to do, because he has a rookie quarterback and he's not getting the normal pass interference calls or holding calls that he used to.
I would just love to sit down and talk to him for an hour and say, listen, whatever we say in here, I will sign a waiver to say it stays here, so I can at least know what's going on in your brain. Because that's the worst part. Nobody really knows.
Yeah.
And you're not going to know until something happens with them.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, and then I don't know if you heard, I don't know how true this is, because it was like a couple different sources, but Aaron Jones said that the Ravens were doing audibles at the line to throw the offense off, which is against the rules.
Yeah, but
so they were saying like set, hut to throw the offense off, which is why the line kept false starting. Granted, they needed to like, they're being stupid, but that's against the rules. And then that didn't get called. So it makes me wonder if all of the frustration just is compounding because of the calls that should have been called. And then it makes them screw up. And then on top of it, I don't know. I just feel like I don't necessarily think that he's mad about JJ. I think he's mad that like he's not getting calls, but like he's not getting calls. And then on top of it, he has a rookie quarterback. And so like all the catches that are deemed uncatchable, he could catch, but he doesn't get a PI call on it because it's a rookie quarterback.
If they feel like it's the Vikings against the world, then I get it.
Yeah.
That's the way it sort of felt like against the Ravens.
And I'm starting to feel that way too.
Yeah.
All right. I think we need to
use question here is I have no freaking clue. And it infuriates me when it's 3rd and 2 and we throw it. And we've been averaging 3.5 yards per run. And we throw it. And it's 3rd and 2.
You're not surprising anyone when it's 3rd and 2 and you throw it every single time.
And then it's 3rd and 16 and we throw a little screen pass. And it's like,
or we run it.
What, like, at least make an attempt. Like,
the play calling has been questionable.
Yes, very.
Well, let's let Dan get into his segment then. Let's go there since we've kind of beaten everybody up.
Yeah, it's just been abysmal. Like, we are ranked 31st for runs per game. We are ranked 30th for third down conversions, 28th for pass completion percentage. Right? I mean, it's like we're one of the highest passing percentage teams, and we are one of the worst completion percentages. And it's, well, yeah, you want to know why there's no success? Well, just drop back into coverage, because 60% of the time, more than 60% of the time, you're going to be correct, and it's going to be a pass. And 42% of that time, it's going to be a bad pass. It's like defense has it easy. We have like one of the worst run offenses and one of the worst run defenses. We're ranked like number 26th or 7th, I think I saw, for the number of runs per game against.
Actually, it was a crackback block, Q.
It was a blindside block because it took place behind the line of scrimmage.
And he didn't turn back to the quarterback to be like, hey, I'm open. So it was an intentional.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's anyone who I've listened to that has said that was not justified. And they're like, he is so heated on the sidelines for literally doing exactly what the penalty is defined as.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool.
But a lot of that too is a lot of that stuff happens without ever being called. And
right.
I think the frustration is it got called. Like, yes, it's a penalty, and the frustration is that it got called. And 80% of the time it doesn't. And it's the continued woes of the offense of, how can you do anything when we're one of the most penalized offenses in the league?
Yeah, when you're starting out 1st and 15, at least 5 times in that game.
Yeah. Or when you're 3rd and short and then you get a false start.
Right. It's hard to overcome that. But what it's not hard to overcome is 3rd and 1, and when you have Aaron Jones or Jordan Mason, and you
Jordan
throw
Mason,
the ball
who literally
35 yards
falls down for 2 extra yards every single time he has the ball.
Yep.
I'm starting to wonder one of 2 things. Either A, is Kevin O'Connell the right guy for the job, which I really never thought of before, or 2, does he just need an offensive coordinator who can do his job so KOC can concentrate on other things? Because I don't think Wes Phillips is doing a great job. I think he's just there.
Yep, I agree. He's an extra body. He's hey, let's bounce ideas off this, and the ideas they're bouncing off the wall are not being caught, and it's a crap show. It's, you get. And what gets me is that all of this disruption, like I thought we looked good or at least decent in the first half.
Yeah.
And I was like, after the first half, I go, we have a chance. And then special team fumbles, compounding penalties, false start. And
when the Ravens made the field goal right before half, I knew the Vikings were in trouble because they had 40 seconds of possession time and went down and kicked the field goal.
Yeah.
If you can keep them from moving the ball there and you're up 10-6 at the half, it's a little different.
Yeah.
They had momentum. They said, 40 seconds. So we scored. We put 3 on the board in 40 seconds. Awesome.
Yeah, I agree. But but even then, it was still, if we go down and score, that's ideal. But even without that score, that after that first half against a team like the Ravens, we shut down one of the best running backs in the league.
And one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
And one of the best running quarterbacks. and I think we had a shot.
The defense.
Whatever happened in halftime, It's like the entire offensive line and then and JJ went and sat in massage chairs during halftime and didn't talk or do anything or make any adjustments and came back out and just crapped their pants.
The defense only allowed 169 total pass yards and 152 total rush yards. Like, they performed so well against the offense, like up until the second half. And then it just got to the point where, special teams turned the ball over and we were just on the field for 20 minutes. Okay, fine. Like 10 minutes. Cool. Now we have to hold them again. Special team, like it got turned over again. Okay. And it's just got to the point where it's like, how many times can they hold off the best quarterback and the best running back with minimal rest, with minimal like motivation from the offense doing anything?
Well, Dan, were you done with your offensive part of the show?
Yeah, it's just the one shining light was Naylor.
Interesting.
Yeah, he was.
Aaron Jones was good.
Aaron Jones ran
He was
well.
a shining light.
Mason ran well when they actually handed the ball off. We ran it well. Naylor caught the ball consistently. We have 6 targets on 5 catches. Yeah, 124 yards. Longest catch of the game. And yeah, I mean, there are some shining lights to what we can do. It's just a matter, we got to get Jefferson figured out. We got to figure out, what it means to run a ball again.
Okay. I just want to leave with this little thing before we move off of the offense. I have to find it. I found it while we were talking earlier and then my phone turned off. All right. So this little stat compares Josh Allen and JJ McCarthy's first 4 games as a rookie. Okay. So Josh Allen was 22. He was 2-2. He had a 55% completion. We'll do back and forth. JJ 22, 2-2. Josh Allen's completion rate 55%, 674 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. JJ 54% completion rate, 692 yards, 5 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Josh Allen 109 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 fumble. JJ McCarthy, 110 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 fumble. Josh Allen's passer rating, 61, 16 sacks taken. JJ McCarthy, 65.8 and 15 sacks taken.
They're all very similar.
Very similar. And I would not say that the Bills team was awful. It was very much similar to the Vikings team, where they had a decent offensive line. Their defense was pretty okay. They had some, stars on the offense. I don't think that this is a blow everything up, we are in the crapper. I just think it's a rookie quarterback and he's making rookie mistakes. And the whole team is making mistakes, which is a little bit alarming, especially with all those false starts. But a lot of the mistakes of this are on, their dropped balls, their bad play calls, their not correct reads, or something like that. So I don't think that it's doom and gloom for JJ. And for all the JJ haters who are like, he's going to be the worst quarterback, blah, 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 blah. Josh Allen is literally one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And he had a crappy first season and everyone thought that he was going to be the worst quarterback ever. So it's painful right now, but I think people just need to okay. And how many of those false starts were just JJ not knowing the proper cadence or JJ not identifying we're going to go longer?
I doubt that's the situation, because if the quarterback doesn't know the proper cadence when he calls it in, then you would have 4 or 5 guys moving.
Well, they talk about like when you're at the line and you can say easy. And so then it like identifies in your head, okay, we're going to wait longer at this point, but he doesn't say it. And so other people might identify, okay, we're waiting longer, but people on the outside might not notice it. Because they talked about how there are things that the quarterback should be saying and he might not be saying that would mess up and cause a lot of the false starts. Or he's not loud enough when he says them.
Well, he did take responsibility for a lot of those false starts as the quarterback, which is honestly, that's a pretty mature thing to do for a 22-year-old.
Such a cool kid.
See, I think that's him knowing that he's supposed to be the leader of the team. And as the quarterback, that's who it comes down to no matter what, even if it's not your fault.
I still think it was probably
And so
his fault.
I will absolve him of a decent amount of the false starts. Just because it's
Why?
Brian O'Neill false starting.
He
3 times.
He himself false started.
I don't know.
Multiple
I will
times.
absolve him of most of them. Like
I
I don't put it on him.
Yeah, I don't expect Brian O'Neill to false start.
No.
Was it 3? Was it 3 for O'Neill?
Yeah.
He should not false start 3 times in a game.
No, at home.
He shouldn't false start 3 times in a season.
Right.
You know, that he's supposed to be the anchor on that line, and that he was not on Sunday.
Yep. And it's like I expect it from our center because he's never played there before.
Right. He's new.
I expect that. I expect it from rookies. I don't expect it from an all-pro tackle.
No. Well, they got a few things to work on the offensive side of the ball. Cora, how about the defense? What did you see on Sunday? I know one thing I still don't like, but I'm going to let you start your segment, and I'll just kind of fill in.
honestly, I was not like super disappointed in the defense. I feel like they gave the offense enough to, I mean, it's the Ravens. Everyone expected them to blow out the Vikings. And the fact that we were still technically in the game until the very end is an insane testament to the defense. And they obviously, they didn't lose us the game, but like they obviously, like, you know, they allowed 1 touchdown. 1 touchdown. That's an incredible stat from the most elusive either the most elusive or the second most elusive quarterback in the NFL. They allowed 1 touchdown. And it makes me mad that they actually performed so well against the Ravens that we didn't put ourselves in a better position. And it does make me mad that why would you go for 2 when a field goal would like tie the game for you?
That's the analytics part of football, which I think is garbage.
So lame. On the Vikings side.
It's that's video game football.
Yep. The top graded PFF, the top 5 were Redmond, Turner, Hargrave, Cashman, and Wilson. Wilson has been phenomenal. Cashman has been the true like blood of the defense and, you know, the blood of the run game and just like shutting it down. So that's been really nice to see. And Turner is coming into his own. I mean, he was graded at 71 for a PFF grade. So I would say Turner, all the Turner haters can shush their mouths as well, because he's really coming into his own. But the ones that sort of worry me the most were the bottom 5: Grenard, Metellus, Smith, Rogers, and Rodriguez. The 3 bottom players, Grenard, Metellus, and Smith. I had to do a double take when I looked at those, and I was like, those are considered some of our best defensive players. And like they weren't the lowest by a little. Grenard 36.2, Metellus 37.2, Smith 38.1, Rogers 52.5, Rodriguez 57. They were the bottom by a lot. And so that's a little alarming. But at the same time, I feel like they also can have the biggest uptick. And with them having the biggest uptick could be the difference of more turnovers.
Well, that is my biggest problem with this defense. They don't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
They are not what the Brian Flores product is known for turnovers.
Yep.
They're not getting them.
No.
And when you don't get them, and everybody complains, well, the offense is letting the defense on the field for a longer time. Hey, guess what? If you get turnovers, you get off the field. You don't have to make 10 plays on a drive. You get a turnover, you're out there 3-4 plays, you turn the ball over. Now your offense goes back out there, you get your rest. They aren't doing it.
Yeah.
They're not getting them. And they're not even close to getting them. It's not like, oh, they just missed an interception there. Oh, they just missed falling on a fumble. They're not forcing fumbles, and they're not covering tight enough to get interceptions.
Yeah.
So they played pretty well on Sunday. Like you said, they weren't bad. They played pretty well. The short field wasn't their fault for the touchdown after the fumble kickoff.
Yeah.
I didn't like that they gave up a touchdown after a field goal cut the lead to 6. That's been a problem in the last few years where the offense will finally do something to make it a game or get them back in the game, and the defense gets on the field and they just let the opposing team go right down and get the points back.
I feel like fourth downs are an automatic conversion at this point. We have to have the highest fourth down conversion against us, because I feel like anytime a team goes for it on 4th and short, we've maybe stopped one.
Yep, we're not stopping them. Nope.
No. And so it's also incredibly frustrating that like they will do so well and then a team goes for it. I'm like, gosh darn it, there's the first down. Like it's not even like, I don't even want to watch because I just feel like it's going to be an automatic first down.
Well, here, I'm going to give you a little game inside the game that I see. It's 2nd and 13. They'll give up 11 yards on the second down play, and now it's 3rd and 2 instead of 3rd and long. It's not always, or even on 3rd and long, and they make it a 4th and manageable. It's not always the play where they give up the first down to me. It's the play prior to giving up the first down. And they're giving up big chunk yards on long yardage situations to give teams a better shot at converting those 3rd and 4th downs. They're making a play on the drive, but they're not making all the plays.
Yeah. And the lack of tackling. Oh, yeah. Like Grenard, they said that his PFF grade was so low because he had 3 very large missed tackles.
Yeah.
That like were a lot. And so I don't know. They just need to get their crap together.
Well, I looked this up before the show, and then we can pick our 3 stars, I guess. So the last time the Vikings made the playoffs in back-to-back years is 2008, 2009. It's been that long. They've made They've made the playoffs 6 times in the last 15 years. Leslie Frazier took them once in 3 years. Zim 3 times in 8 years made the playoff. O'Connell is on pace to go 2 out of 4 because I don't see them making the playoffs this year. So he's had the best percentage, and his job is probably on the line after the season. But that's, I mean, I don't know. This is the new NFL. It depends on how they finish, I think.
For how long they kept Zim, I don't think his job is on the line. This is his first year with the rookie quarterback. And like, even if his play calling is whatever, I think they give him, I would say next year, if they don't perform well, his job is on the line. I don't see it on the line this year.
I wouldn't get rid of him yet. I like him. I like a lot of what he does, but he has never had a rookie quarterback to develop, and I want to see what he can do with that. And again, we talk about JJ as a rookie. He's not a rookie; it's his second year, but technically, he's playing like it's a rookie season. He's never had to develop a young quarterback. I think he's always picked up quarterbacks who have been in the league for a little while and found out their strengths and weaknesses and helped them build on that. I don't know, or I don't recall, and maybe I'm wrong. If somebody knows, please let me know. I don't recall him ever drafting a quarterback and developing a drafted quarterback in his career. This is new territory for him, and I want to see how he does with it.
Yeah. Well, was he on the team with Jared Goff? Was he on the Rams?
He might have been with Goff. So maybe Goff.
Well, and Goff didn't have a super great years with the Ravens. And it wasn't until he was traded to the Lions did that work out for, I mean, in all honesty, it didn't work out for either team, like, you know, the Lions and the Rams, but I don't know. We'll see.
We will see. All right, let's try and do something upbeat now, since we've for 36 minutes.
Doom and gloom.
36 minutes of the podcast.
Yeah.
36 minutes of sheer torture. All right, 3 stars of the game. Cora, who's your first one?
I'm gonna steal everyone's and go with Naylor.
It's hard not to.
Yep, he was pretty incredible. He outperformed everyone, which also made me mad why we kept targeting Justin in the end, and why not just try for Naylor. So Naylor's
it's an easy one, and it's a good steal, you know.
Yep.
Dan, since your wife just stole your pick for the star, who's your other star, second star?
Cashman. 11 tackles, 4 solo. Led the defense. Just a solid force to be reckoned with there.
I think I heard something like it's his third consecutive 10+ tackle game. And the Vikings haven't had that in a while, if ever. Something to that effect, I heard.
I also just love it that he's a Minnesota boy.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was just like he's if there's a tackle on the field, he's right there. He's either in it or he's right next to it.
Well, you guys stole my first 2 stars, so Redmond is my 3rd star.
Yep.
8 tackles, 5 solo. Solid performance. You know, I probably should have gone with Jonathan Allen instead, but
that's okay.
Allen had a stack of 2. And let me give that. I'm going to actually put Allen as number 3. He had 8 tackles, 4 solo, a sack, and 2 tackles for loss. So a slightly better game than Redmond in this one, I think. So I'm going to go with Jonathan Allen.
I like it.
I had him on my list, and I just misread it. All right, let's go to the X Factors.
Dan won.
Big damn surprise here.
Yeah, Dan won. Although there was the first quarter, Aaron Jones was putting in. It was going to be questionable because he was making good blocks and he was stopping some good defensive players, and then they fell apart. So Naylor wins it.
And I think that little toe drag touchdown kind of sealed it.
Yeah.
And the worst part is I took Cashman, who we just talked about having yet another stellar game.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, if it weren't for Naylor's couple of really big grabs, I think Cashman would have taken it.
I think Cashman would have taken it.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that long 62-yard catch and then that touchdown catch, I think Cashman would have taken it.
The 62-yard catch put him way ahead in the race, and the touchdown just kind of had him, breaking the tape. It was a great pick.
I will say this is the first time that we have all had good picks.
Yeah, we did.
I'm not going to say that. I mean, it's an obvious winner, but they all were good. They all were the top performers.
So, you know what the sad part is? We haven't done this more often because of me.
I don't pick super great picks. John's just the best picker.
Yeah, but we tied last year for the overall.
I did not. I was not close.
Cora and I tied for overall last year. So
we did.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's pick this week's X Factors, and Dan as the winner, the resident winner. Who was your X factor going into this game against the Bears?
Against the Bears. The Bears.
Bears.
You know, despite all the frustration and rowdiness of the offensive woes, I do think this guy starts to figure it out a little more, or at least reins it in. I think it's going to be JJ this next week. I think JJ. I think he's better composed this
He
next
is
week.
undefeated in the division.
So far.
Yeah.
On the road both times, nonetheless.
Yeah, on the road.
And I think so far he's looked better on the road.
Maybe we just need to get the bank to be a hostile environment.
The way they've been playing, it's probably pretty hostile now.
Yeah. But no, I think, I don't know. I think he reins it in. I think he gets a stern talking to by Father KOC, and he reins it in. I think he's going to have another good week this week. I think he's going to have a good week, a full, complete game.
He needs one at home because he hasn't done it yet. All right, I like it. Cora. Oh, I get to go next because I still lead. All right, I have to do it. It's been a few weeks since I've done it. I think you know where I'm going here.
Will the Thrill.
It's got to be Will the Thrill.
Let's go.
Got to be Will the
You think?
Thrill.
Okay. Do you think that they are, because there was the 70-yard, almost a 70-yard? Was it a 70-yard field goal?
68, I think it was.
68.
Yeah.
Do you think they're just gonna at the end of a half or something, just try it?
I don't know if he can make one from that far out.
Really?
I think 65 is about his limit.
I think 65 was his limit with the
Old balls.
Old balls. I think with the kicker balls now that are a little more broken in and bouncy, I think he can hit it.
I like his attitude when he kicks the football. So far, the only 2 kicks he's missed have been wire kicks.
Cable kicks.
Yeah, the cable kicks. I mean, and he's only had a couple where I watched them go up and said, "Ooh, I don't know."
Yeah.
Like most of his kicks so far have been
On the money.
To steal a term, an industry term, dead on balls perfect.
There you go.
You know, I just think that if the Vikings are going to win, he's going to have to make like 4 field goals, and at least 2 of them are going to be from 50 plus.
That's fair.
So I'm going to go with Will the Thrill.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Cora.
Dallas Turner.
I like it.
Dallas Turner.
His name got said a couple times.
He's creeping his way up. Every single game, he's making more and more plays. Last game, I think he could have been a star if he wouldn't have gotten the penalty, which was unfortunate. And you can argue that it shouldn't have been a penalty, but, you know, it's Aaron Rodgers' penalty. So I think he's creeping his way up. And this is the second time we faced the Bears. And so I think he'll be the star of the game. I think he's going to have because he had a really good game last week. And I think he'll apply all of his previous games, and I think he's going to have a good one.
I like it. The sack is the one that bothered me on Sunday. And again, I know to the letter of the rule that it was a penalty, right? I also know I want to see one of these people who came up with the rule try and not land their entire body weight on a quarterback when they hit him that way without rolling off and hurting yourself.
Yep.
And it's not just that particular sack. We've seen it throughout the league. You know, defensive ends are hitting guys, and quarterbacks are getting sacked, and the defenders are being penalized because they can't in midair roll away from the sack and not land on the quarterback. It's almost impossible. It's a stupid rule, and I hope the league revisits it.
Stupid rule after the stupid quarterback that it was made because of.
Because he's too old.
Yep.
Stupid Aaron Rodgers. catching strays.
No, honestly, the Vikings have benefited from this rule too.
They have.
But I just don't like it. I don't like it in general. Let these guys play football. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this. Oh, he put his full body weight on him. Okay, well, you tell me what he was supposed to do.
Right?
Yep.
You want to call it great. You tell me what he's supposed to do.
How is he supposed to
not land on him?
Yep. In a game of football where you're supposed to, tackle and wrap up guys so they don't get away, but you can't hit the quarterback too hard.
He didn't hit him in the head. He didn't hit him below the knees. He hit him belly to belly, and he took him down. And he didn't throw him to the ground. He landed in the same place where the quarterback landed.
Yep. He didn't hip drop. It wasn't. Yeah.
It was as clean a hit as you can ever ask for.
Yeah.
Stupid Aaron Rodgers. That's the way I feel about that.
Yeah, I don't like Aaron Rodgers. I'm not even going into the false starts on the tush push right now. Which the Eagles do on every freaking time they run it. And they never get called. But
well, at least they beat the Packers.
Yeah, we needed that in that ugly game. It was a horrible, horrible game. But
yeah, it was.
We'll take it. Matt LaFleur.
That game, I won my fantasy.
Nice. Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love give me hope that the Vikings can beat the Packers.
Yes.
But we have to get the Bears first. So I think we should probably Valhalla back.
Let's go.
Let's take it back.
That's actually one of the worst segues into this segment I think I've ever had. Let's just do it. Rip off the Band-Aid. All right, December 20th, 2015. Bears Vikings. Vikings score first. Teddy Bridgewater to Stephon Diggs, 15-yard touchdown pass. Nice little fade pass to the corner of the end zone. Vikings lead 7-0. Vikes add to the lead early in the second. 53-yard Blair Walsh field goal. Beautiful. Back before he got the yips. 10-0 Vikings. 5:40 left in the half, however. Jay Cutler finds Alshon Jeffrey from 10 yards out. The Viking lead is trimmed to 10-7. With 26 seconds left in the first half, Bridgewater finds Jerick McKinnon. 17-yard swing pass. Vikings go up 17-7 at the half. It was a great play by McKinnon, keeping his knee off the ground as he dove for the goal line. If you ever watched the play,
remember that.
He went as vertical as you possibly could to just keep the knee up long enough to cross the goal line. The Bears start the second half onside kick, and they recover it. But this was not the Bears' year nor their Bears game. 3 plays later, Brian Robeson intercepted or strip sacked Jay Cutler, and the Vikings recovered.
Let's go.
And then with 10:40 left in the third, Bridgewater finds Diggs again. This is a 33-yarder. Vikings lead goes to 24-7. Diggs carried a defender on his back in his legs for the last 5 yards for this touchdown. So it wasn't like a walk-in. Robbie Gould, 51-yard field goal with 4:23 left in the third, 24-10. Vikings still up. With 8:45 left in the game, Teddy Two Gloves takes off from the 12 on a 3rd and 9. He leaps over 2 defenders for the final 2 yards. He just was suspended in midair. I thought they were doing the lift from Dirty Dancing, and he just carried them both into the end zone. Touchdown Vikings, 31-10. This was set up when Justin Tratteau intercepted a Jay Cutler screen pass.
Nice.
The second pick of the season. Not bad for a defensive end.
Heck yeah.
Matt Forte caught a 4-yard touchdown pass with about 5 minutes left. Bears cut it to 31-17. Adam Thielen falls on the onside kick for the Vikings. And then just shortly after the 2-minute warning, Matt Asiata makes a 19-yard run and carrying defenders on his back for about 10 yards. Sets the Vikings up on the 4. And then a few plays later, Zach Line, backup tight end Zach Line, 4-yard touchdown grab from Teddy for the final points of the game, 38-17 Viking win. It was a great play by Line, also keeping his balance and getting to the end zone. Some stats from this one. Bridgewater, 17-20, 214 yards, I think, and 4 touchdowns. He only had 9 touchdown passes coming into the game. And the 4 passing touchdowns and the 1 rushing touchdown by a Minnesota quarterback, the last time that happened before Teddy did it was in the first game the franchise ever played.
Let's go.
Fran Tarkington did it in 1961. On the receiving end, McKinnon, 4 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown. Diggs, 3 catches, 55 yards, 2 touchdowns. On the ground, Adrian Peterson, 18 carries for 63 yards. Defense, we saw Trotteau with the interception. Robeson with the forced fumble in the recovery. Danielle Hunter, 6 tackles, 5 solo, and a sack and a half. The team had 5 sacks in this game. Why did I pick this one? This is the last time the Vikings beat the Bears at home outdoors.
Ooh.
The bank had not been built yet. So they played at in
it.
Minnesota at the University of Minnesota Stadium.
Yeah.
Vikings beat them outside. That's the last time the Vikings beat the Bears at home outside.
Let's go. I like that. Okay.
Q's got a lot going on right now.
I like it.
All right, we can pick some scores, and I think we have time for a question tonight.
I think you're right.
All right, let's go with the scores. Cora, you get to go first, as always.
24-18.
Who's winning?
Vikings.
All right. 24-18, I like it. Weird scores, I like weird scores.
Same. And I feel like it's going to be a weird game.
It might be. What do you got, Dan?
I was going to go 24-21 Bears.
Oh. You're the worst sometimes.
Caleb Williams is starting to look like an NFL quarterback.
That's just because he's running it more.
Whatever he's doing, though, he's not turning the ball over. And he's moving the ball down the field.
That's fair.
Yards are yards, right?
We need Rodgers to come in and pop it out a few times this game.
You know, the things he was doing as a rookie and even last year where he would hold the ball too long, not run north and south, but running side to side, trying to find something. He's not doing that as much. Granted, he did this against the Giants on Sunday, and the Giants are just reeling right now. But he's starting to scare me as a quarterback. And that's why I am picking this week 27-17 Chicago.
You guys are downers.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that believes.
I've been converted. John's brought me to the dark side.
You won't bring me.
Hey, just call me Missouri because you got to show me.
Yeah.
And they haven't. They're 1-3 at home right now. If you can't defend the home field, what are you doing? You're not going anywhere. They show me that you can play in the bank and defend the field. If they can do that Sunday, you might hear me pick the Vikings to win a game again. And there's no reason this team can't win 6 of their last 8. There's no reason at all.
Yeah.
The Giants are reeling. The Commanders have had a tough year. You never know what the Cowboys are going to throw at you. They've already beaten the Bears once. The Packers' offense is struggling.
Yep.
So the game, you can win all those games, and I'd say you'll probably lose to the Lions. You know, you're not going to sweep the Lions. I don't think that happens. And I think Seattle is probably a better team and might beat the Vikings. So there's no reason they can't win 6 of these
Let's
last.
go, Bob.
Bob is really optimistic.
Love it. This is what I like to see. Let's go.
But I don't think they will win 6 of the last 8, but there's no reason they can't.
Yeah.
Which is different, right? That saying they will and saying there's no reason they can't. Different. They just have to make they have to do some things. They have to change up the way they're running the offense. The defense has to get some turnovers. It's all well and good that you're not giving up a lot of yards and everything. You don't get the turnovers. It's really hard to win in this league.
Yeah. Well, it's the old adage, you know, whoever wins the game is also the team that wins the turnover war.
Almost all the time.
You don't win a game and turn the ball over more than the other team.
Nope.
And it's also they gotta limit the penalties. They're not the number.
They've struggled with that all year too.
Yep.
Show me that you can come out on Sunday and defend your home against a division rival, and I will consider changing my attitude.
Yeah. Show John the money.
That's okay.
I want to see the money.
We can be cranky because last time we were pessimistic and cranky. Look what happened. We played the Lions and we all thought they were going to get destroyed.
Like I said, it's like the parent, right? I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
Let's do a question. We got time.
All right.
Let's do it.
Go for it.
All right. It's not about food.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
I know, because I was challenged to come up with one that wasn't food related last week. So I did. What is your worst travel experience in getting to a vacation destination? Not the vacation itself, but your worst, most horrible experience traveling to get there.
I'm going to add this. Dan and I don't have bad experiences coming home from travel. Our experience are only bad going.
Which most of them are.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you got?
So I will say, do you want to do
What, the running through Chicago?
either the baby shower or going to
Oh, the baby
California?
shower. No, the baby shower.
Okay, you do the
Yeah.
baby shower. Okay, so we were on.
No, I mean, it's the same for both. Of
No,
us.
we have
Yeah.
multiple bad experiences.
Well, I don't remember all the details.
Okay, fine.
All right,
I'll
just
do
give
the
me your
baby shower
worst one. Give me the one that
do the
sticks
baby
out
shower
more
one.
than the rest.
So we were on our way to Dan's brother's baby shower. And it was the same weekend at our late Memorial Day. The same weekend as Memorial Day. And we were leaving Friday, and then we're going to stay Saturday, Sunday, and fly home Monday, right? And so Friday, we get to the airport. A bird flew into the engine
I hate
of
that.
the plane as it was like landing or pulling off or whatever. So the plane was unusable. So I'm pregnant, mind you. I was pregnant with Troy at that time. And we went up to like the front desk and we're like, okay, we need a ticket we're going to Phoenix. We're like, we need a ticket to Phoenix. These are all the airlines that have the seats available. Can you just book us on one of these so we can go and get there? And their response was, oh, just take extra days on Tuesday and we can get you to fly out. We're like, no. Like we need to fly out tonight because we don't have availability to go then. And so we spent a half an hour talking to the lady only to have all of the flights get taken. There was one seat left. One seat. And they're like, well, we could put you on a flight and then we can put the other person on a flight on the way on the next day. And I'm like, now you're willing to negotiate with us about flying, but now there's one seat left. No, we're not going to do that. So then we did end up getting on a flight the next day. And we got like a hotel credit. And then we ended up making it to Arizona. And I got a first class seat, but I'm pregnant and the smell of alcohol makes
Ooh,
me nauseous. There's this guy, 6 drinks. It was oozing off of him. So I had to give up my first class seat to Dayon because I couldn't sit next to him because I was so nauseous. And I think it was still like an aisle seat that we were going to. But yeah, it's overall not great. And then there was one where we were flying to California and we had made it to the Chicago O'Hare Airport, which we refused to fly and have a connecting flight through because we don't have a good experience.
Every time we have a connecting in Chicago, it's just terrible.
So we were going to have an hour and a half connecting flight, right? No. Our plane got there late. The flight was leaving a half an hour early. And so we ran across the Chicago airport. We got to our gate. We got on. We're sweaty. We're everything. We sat on the tarmac for 45 minutes.
I did that before.
We sat for 45 minutes. Do you want to know why? Because we were waiting for people from another flight to get there so they could get on. Then by the time we get into California, I think I was pregnant. Was I pregnant with that one too?
Yep.
I was pregnant with that one on that trip too. It must have just been Troy.
Yep.
With Troy. By the time we get to LA, it's midnight. Our car rental is shut down. So we are stuck at LAX and our car rental place shuts down at midnight. And we're like, what are we supposed to do? We sat on the tarmac for 45 minutes, and then it still took a really long time to like drive around and get to our spot. And then even in LAX, we sat waiting.
Yep.
And we missed our car rental. So we had to buy another car rental. We did get like refunded from Priceline. But I kid you not, as we were driving to Dan's parents' house, we were talking and I would fall asleep mid-sentence because I was so exhausted.
Yeah.
And then he'd like nudge me and be like, okay, babe, you got to wake up. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And like, mind you, I can't have energy drinks. I can't have anything that artificially keeps you awake. So Dan's chugging energy drinks, eating seeds, and I'm falling asleep mid-sentence. Oh my God, it was a disaster.
Yep.
That's awful.
Yeah. And I was pregnant in both.
Which is even worse.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, what's yours, John?
Mine was very recent.
Okay.
I had delayed flights and stuff in the past. I had flights canceled due to the weather, but this one tops everything. So we went to Disney World this summer, and we planned like to arrive on Friday, get there around 1 p.m, have a day off just to kind of go shopping and everything. But it was a 6 a.m. flight Friday morning scheduled. At 12:30 in the morning, Dee wakes up in a panic. John, I thought, oh my God, I overslept. We missed the flight. No, they canceled the flight. The 6 a.m. flight was canceled because Atlanta had a power outage that night due to storms. All the early flights were canceled. Now, we're sitting in a hotel room because we got a hotel right near the airport. It's like, what are we going to do? I pick up my phone. I'm texting our travel agent at 12:30 in the morning, forgetting that it's 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, hey, here's what's going on. So the flight was canceled at 6. They rebooked this at 7:45 p.m. Friday. Now, we got to check out of the hotel by 11. We're not driving back home because it would have been just useless. So we go and sit in the airport from 11:30 in the morning,
Oh my
waiting
God.
for our flight. Now the good news was they had already rebooked us. There were people that were scrambling to get flights.
Yeah.
There were people that had to drive to Cleveland from Buffalo to get a flight to Orlando. We thought we were going to have to do that. And then Dee mentioned to the gate agent, like, oh no, we should already be rebooked on this. They automatically rebooked us on this flight. And he looked, he said, oh yeah, you are rebooked. Oh, you told me you weren't. And good thing I would have canceled you from the flight and you would have had to drive to Cleveland.
Oh my
So
God.
we avoid that little snafu. And sure enough, the 7:45 out of Buffalo gets delayed by like 20 minutes. We had built in so much time though for the connecting flights to where, like, even when they rebooked us with a big gap between our connecting. So we get there, we get to the airport. Where did we fly through? Oh, through Atlanta. We get to Atlanta. It's like midnight. We get to Atlanta at midnight. We have to walk all the way across from the international. They dropped us at international all the way as far across as you could go to get to our gate. We had plenty of time. It was just like we were tired.
Yeah.
And we had to go all the way, get to the gate. We get there. We finally arrive in Orlando. Now, again, my travel agent is perfect. You guys had a problem with your rental car, right? We told our agent, like, hey, we're not going to arrive in Orlando till about 2 a.m. We have to have a car waiting for us.
Yeah.
She gets back to us. Your car will be there. Great.
Awesome.
We get there. We go to the desk. Somebody was there, and they must have 24-hour service. There are 3 people in front of us trying to get cars, and they're like, we don't have any cars left. Now I'm thinking, oh no. And then the person, the gate agent says, does anybody here have a reservation? It's like, I raise my hand. Yep. We go up. Yeah, Mr. Rico, we got your car. Go outside. And they actually upgraded us to an SUV from what we were supposed
Nice.
to have because they didn't have any cars left other than SUVs. So a day that was supposed to end or be a 1 o'clock arrival at our hotel in the afternoon on Friday became a 4:30 a.m. on Saturday. We got to our hotel room.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And we had park tickets that day. So I slept for 4 hours and went to the park at 8:30 in the morning.
Dang.
Because I wasn't missing a thing.
Of course. I wouldn't either.
That was the absolute worst experience I ever had.
That's crazy.
I will say the best airport to fly out of is Minneapolis.
I have flown out of Minneapolis. It is a very nice airport. They do great.
Security is as short as security is at Omaha.
Yeah.
It's insane. They do such a good job.
I've gone there twice. I've gone through Minneapolis twice. It's great. I never had a problem.
And it doesn't matter, like, even if you're flying Southwest or like Delta, both terminals are great.
Yep.
What's the one that is it Denver that we like to have a layover in?
Phoenix.
Is it Phoenix?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We go there. We have a connecting flight in Phoenix a lot for California.
Oh yeah, for Burbank.
Yep.
Yeah. So Phoenix is probably our favorite one to fly as a connecting flight. O'Hare is the worst. Denver, I think, is pretty hit or miss. But the Phoenix is the one that has the trams, right? That you can like take from one end to the other.
Some of them do. I think Philadelphia has trams.
Okay.
Denver does too.
Yeah.
Atlanta has them too, but the walk just to get to the tram was not exactly short.
I think we just like Phoenix just because it's got
a Panda, Jamba Juice, and
it's got all the good restaurants and stuff that we like.
Somewhere Caribou, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like we hit up all of them and then we sit down and eat.
I like Orlando International Airport. That's my favorite one.
I don't think we've only gone between Minneapolis and California.
Yep.
Or like Omaha in California or Phoenix, because that's really all we fly
What do we
to.
do for Cancun?
Oh, where did we fly out for Cancun?
Oh, Dallas Fort Worth.
Oh yeah, we're Dallas.
Yeah. That wasn't bad.
No.
Stanford's a good airport in Florida, and it's only 45 minutes from Orlando.
Okay.
That's a small airport. There's never any real problems there.
We normally fly into Burbank because if Dan's dad picks us up, we'll fly into Burbank because that's closer to Bakersfield and way less complicated to get out.
Is Bob Hope Airport? Is that the one you fly into?
What was that?
Is it Bob Hope Airport in Burbank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob Hope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
I flew into
less
there.
stressful.
I flew into there when we flew out to California before. I didn't go to LAX. I went through.
It's not closer to my family's than LAX is, but once you add traffic into the consideration, it's slightly faster.
It's a nice little airport. It's easy in and out too.
Yep. And it has an outlet next to it.
We're like at an hour 10, so I know we'll usually always everybody asks a question, but
that's okay.
That's
I think we need to hold yours till next week, but you guys get to go first next week.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Ready?
Let's go. Take us out. See you guys next week. Hopefully we win this one.
Go.
Go.